Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Ninja Joshua Corey of 1986 again. So, I'm going to talk to you about some things that I found perspective on, when you complete the task, when you complete the missions, okay, the general missions of the gameplay, and finally defeat the, bosses and the final boss, okay? The final boss, when you first start out, it is incredibly hard if you don't know the right balance of tangling with it. So, like I said, it was about the amount of hits that you have to get in, which where it increases the damage of hitting, which was good, but it's gonna feel like it's impossible. But actually, once you get past that, then stuff starts to get more easier to go because you unlock something that makes your ability a little bit more vigilant and stronger. Okay, so then you get to upgrade your outfit to where it becomes more stronger, like the other outfits that you want to upgrade. But you can only do that after you finish the game, I think, for each game series. All right, I think that's how that goes. So you got to keep playing Game Plus to be able to achieve that. Okay, so it's going to be eye criteria. So what I mean by eye criteria is going to be where you have to watch your movement and be vigilant for every hit counter that he makes by the second. There's actually 3 rounds. Okay, there's the one where you have to face a monkey that is ice and a monkey that's fire. Okay, that's the first round. Once you defeat that, the second round will be where he taunts you and he does that study of that middle place thing. So you have to do that little quick splash red death, kabuki doink him in the head. Okay, once you complete that basically multiple times at that task of defeating that, okay, then your second, okay, out of the second that you have defeated, all right, the course of that, the third is going to be where you have to really pay attention. So you need to get a jump on a precise timing. I mean, it's not necessarily staying away from him, but it's getting the hits in and trying to avoid his combo attacks. That is the problem why it makes it so hard. You all don't know the avoiding part, but you have to make sure those hits count, and they have to count in order. So I barely almost made it past. Barely. That's what it felt like. So it when you first do that, now watch the second time around, it starts to become easier because you unlock something that achieves it. That's the best way of explaining it. Okay. So other than that, you're dealing with bosses, and for each boss, it's a task. So when you get to the final boss, when you get to that final boss, you're going to know some differences. And each of these tasks, okay, remember how I was telling you about the 4 sides and the element of change? I was talking about the final task ahead of you, okay? So the final task, we don't count this first one, okay, because you look at the Shaolin Monk and the Shaolin Monk. We count the 3 that basically are in the middle between this and this and this. So there's 3 tasks. So what this is basically getting you, you know, ready for. It's basically this. That's what it's getting you ready for. So be prepared. So once you complete these other tasks and you learn from these other bosses that you faced off with, then you truly have to master between these degrees right here. You should have already known by this degree would be this degree right here. Look at the eyes, the eye contact. Look at how it doesn't have, you know, the point of view, but it says see. See? See. So what I'm trying to explain to you is a concept without meaning. It's better to show than basically tell, because you could tell that maybe that method works for you for conquering within that ground, but it may not work for another. So maybe it's a workaround. So I had to change stuff. And I realized, I was like, I wonder what would happen if I change this around. because I've lost to this boss so many times because I wasn't fine with his movement. Then when I finally beat it, my friends were like, man, finally, you got it, Ninja. But sometimes it takes it longer for other people than others. All right. And the thing is, I'm going to tell you, there is no easy way of facing this last one. There's no easy way. It doesn't matter how much times you try, he's still going to get something on you. So you got to be fully on focus. Now, this is my answer to you ones. Like, I ain't never going to be able to beat this. How am I going to get past this? Have a friend come over that knows how to beat it and have him help you. Or let him play it to beat it for you. That's the best advice that I can say, because if you can't learn the technique of defeat in this boss, you're probably never going to defeat him. So you got to be really up on your Shaolin Monk and Shaolin Monk style or status line of knowing. That's the best advice that I can say. Somebody may come up and say you don't have to do all that. There's an easy hit, but there really isn't. Because the more you antagonize them, this monkey over here with the eye, oh, he caught that. He's like, okay, let's see you try this 10, 12 step combination. That's what he's going to do. So he's you in another time and generation. He knows your every movement. He's reverse psychology. You are reflect movement. So you must learn to reflect. So that bear, okay, that basically that you saw in the game where that big giant black grizzly bear took on that kingdom. He said that bear was saying, "Are you about to go?" Because over time, this is going to reflect. Something is going to come down. So the balance to this was about reflecting off of stuff. The carpets flying around, gliding around, there's a certain flow to that reflect movement that you should be paying attention to my eyes. All right. Carrying something in the end, because over time it's going to make you think that it's a problem. The many different ways of distractions, of blindness, basically seeing but being blind by not looking past your 5 fingers, not being aware. Then the flourish part of growing over time, to build, to stop, and conquer within, to take down only what is necessary. These are answers that you should be seeking. Check that out for a change. True wisdom comes with conquering within, to truly be, to flourish and grow, to understand over time. Time is key.